30 seconds, let's push.
I am a little bit late to training, so I had to wrap some things up, which doesn't happen very often anymore these days.
This is a myth buster thing I'm doing.
Today our training is at Corona. It's a little bit different than usual because we had a leadership conference and management training with all of our staff. Corona is the midway point with all of our 4 schools, so we brought everybody here, had a big session, we had some special guests come in, it was super fun. But now, clearly I am a little bit late to training because I had to wrap some things up, which doesn't happen very often anymore these days, and now we're gonna go have some fun.
So number 3 is collect the head, multi-snap, right? And now I'm gonna shift the head and move him out of the way. Because maybe he's strong enough to take the multi-snaps. And Coach Ramon does this, right? He starts kicking really hard and I can't move him. So he's stiff and I can push his head. It's a lever and I'm gonna push it. He got rigid, so I'm gonna push him. And now I'm gonna get to rear clinch.
I put this playlist I put the song in the playlist, ADCC 2022, and then I re-added it to this one because it's a little vibe.
Beautiful! Here we go!
We both keep it right.
Dime quién se atreve, que en el hotel va a ser el hotel.
Protecting my leg at all times. I know because my leg is in front, this is the only one he can reach. Only if Coach Ramon grabs me and pulls me is this leg in danger. So I understand that, so I have my defense down. This guy's protecting here. I always tell everybody with this hand, my rear hand, it's like a catcher's mitt. I'm trying to catch head, shoulders, right? From here, even if I come in and Coach Ramon tries to come penetrate, I can push myself back. I'm still protected. He cannot reach my head or any part of my body. So once again, I come in, protect, come through. Because I want to get close, right? Most people immediately shoot in, pop this arm up with his hand, no, pop it on my elbow. Beautiful, and they go for a single leg. Because they're shooting so far away. Understand, I need to penetrate. I want to kill distance at all times. So once again, we're down here, and I come in. When I come in, my defense is right here on his clavicle. Even if he wants to snap me down, he can't because I'm attached to him. From here, I will bring my hand up like a shield and protect myself. I do not want to swing because he can pop it. Swing, pop. And I'm off defense. Remember, defensively, I'm protecting this leg at all times. So once again, rear head comes in. I can touch the head, shoulder, doesn't matter. Once I touch, I'm going to penetrate in. From here, my shield hand's going to come up to get collar ties. From the collar ties, I tell you guys, my hands do not push. My forearms do, and my head pushes. Because what are my hands? They steer. From here, what I want you to do right now is to get him off balance. He has a good frame right here. I cannot snap him. You know why? Because his outrigger is out front. It's really hard to snap him. So from my collar tie inside, I like to have this hand like a windshield wiper. This hand because I understand that my hands are not for pushing. I don't push my hands. I steer with my hands. From here, I can steer him here, and I can snap him down because I got him squared. That's how we're gonna come in right now. Go real fast, hand, penetrate, come through, control. I'm gonna come to my windshield wiper, and I can get into this position right here. Even though Coach Ramon has his hands out, I can just walk him down and get the front headlock. What I'm trying to get at is I'm creating angle and I'm still movement. Movement is the key to takedowns. If I'm windshield wiping, moving, and I feel Coach Ramon putting the brakes, then now I'm pulling him back, and I can get to that angle, and I can get to rear clinch. And it was me moving or him moving that got there, than me being blocky and just forcing my way in there. When you play like this, your cardio is better. You understand what's going on, and their alarms are going, and they're like, man, I don't know where up and down is. I'm gonna pop up, or I'm just gonna go to the floor. So let's try this on 3. 1, 2.
Here, and then I'm like, boom. And then I'm like, boom. Oh, ow, I just headbutt you really hard, sorry. Did that hurt you? No, because it hurt me. Okay, so here, walking down, and then I'm like, boom. Smash Michelle. I feel like I'm in a washing machine. I do. Like the.
This position, that creates those windows for me to get in. And they're already broken down. Even if Coach Ramon rises up, I'm attached to them. I think it's a better thought process, not that you do this. This is more for everybody else. Most people get in here and just close it up. Just keep your elbow and let me shoot in. Yeah, you're gonna close when I go for it. And they go here and they do this. I can get my little finger inside, right? But this is not really underhook. And we get to the position like, oh my God, I can't get in. Because they've seen this. They're gonna anchor down. They anchor down, they're anchoring down on that side. But if I start creating this windshield wiper that I'm talking about, the possibilities of shifting the head, rear clinch, shifting the head, punching the underhook.
Is that when you're going in and you're like locked in and you move? That's when you're going to the stiff arm?
I am, but I'm choosing to be inside ties. Right now, you're choosing and you're strong outside ties, right? So I want inside ties, and from here, I know I can travel, travel, and that's when I'm pushing my arm in. And with me sliding, it teaches me to control the elbow, right? So that's why I want my inside hand tie.
But when you're going to the stiff arm, why was that? It's because he gets locked in, you can't windshield wipe?
So if I was doing this for someone, I was pulling him, I just put the brakes on, and I feel him stopping, I can stop it. There's that little freeze that you can feel, and you're like, ah. But it's more of a trigger that we gotta fire.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm coming in here, and then if I get locked, then he's coming.
Yes. I like using it more on the pull. You drive a lot, and that's beautiful. But sometimes if I am driving on Saul and I feel the brakes, then that's when I start pulling.
Yeah.
And when I feel the pull, I'll feel him put the brakes on again, and I'll shove, and I get, and my head's slower, and I'm ready to go. Kendall. Oh, Christian, let's go. Fight that, Christian. Make her work. Up. Don't let him finish the takedown. Work up. That is the look we want to give her, okay? Beautiful work, thank you so much. Okay guys, next position underneath his arms. I cannot slide off. I can bring my legs inside. I can start taking them down, you know, creating movements. Person on bottom. I know we do jiu-jitsu, but right now it's a game. We are getting up, okay? Most of the times I will say this, I'm tired of my guys being down 2 minutes of a match. They're in Turtle, they didn't get scored on, but they want to be here and play this game, and I'm up on points, and you need to get up. You need to get up and score. So from here, I need to hold my partner down and transition to get to a dominant position. The work is on them. They're down on points. They need to get out. They need to make something happen. They need to score and hunt. You have 2 minutes to work, okay? We got 2 minutes to work to get out of the position, put your partner down. Even when you put your partner down, say, meaning Coach Ramon rolls to, you know, he gets up, Grammy rolls, right? Because I said not to pull guard, but I didn't say, no, you can't Grammy roll. You can Grammy roll and go into guard from there. They still need a score by passing the guard. On 3, 1, 2.
Can we, wait, do we start with grips or no grips?
Yes, around the body.
So I can body lock him?
Yes.
Perfect.
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 No. I'm making it horrible for the person on bottom.
Gotcha.
That is why I chose the body lock. It is hard. You need to grind it out. Get it in your head. You have a minute to work. Go.
No way, bro. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm good. Is it your tooth?
Elbow knee right in the tooth.
Sorry.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh God.
That's my grams.
I know that was actually really well angled. Because usually I stop people from tipping over.
The good thing is that he still needs to score.
You got nothing, bro. I'm up on points.
He has nothing.
You have 20 seconds and I'm up on points.
Sometimes we might get stuck in these positions where they might want to score. We gotta stop it. Breather! Here we go.
That's so sad.
I'll let you know when we're going. Catch your breath. Is this guy a wrestler now?
Trying.
Think I won't knee bar you, bro? I'll do it. Oh, this is even better.
Having a single leg stretching or whatever.
Beautiful. Catch your breath. Good wrong man. Now you're not playing guard.
Fuck 'em all in their mama. How many options you really got? I mean, there's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
No, bro. No
Beat your ass behind the Bible.
No Little Mermaid.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up the score with him. Hold you down, whole time I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extort shit, really the phone.
Beautiful anchor down on him.
I hit you like I'm young.
Yes, soul.
Then I hear her go to sell.
Slow movement.
To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little
I still gotta get up, right?
Yes, you gotta get up.
the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. Wah, 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 wah. That fuck 'em up. Wah, 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 wah. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trying like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Beautiful. Let's switch positions. When that timer goes off, go.
They not like us. They not like us. They
Let me
not
show you
like
what I've
us.
been doing and then see if you have a better idea.
They not like us.
This way.
They not like
Go.
us. They not like us.
So like, it didn't work because what I've been doing is when they like bring your elbow and then you're gonna go. Yeah, so here I was coming mount, but specifically because I would let you go all the way over, and then I was ending up in this position where I'm here a lot. So like I've been getting here at mine where I have both arms under. So that's where I've been trying to do it. It's hard because there is that split second in the S mount where.
Is that all like, it's all predicates on the guy being a little minute?
Oh, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Because they have to move their arms across to do that, right? Like unless the only time I can really see it is like if you commit and they start doing this, then you can come through. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times when you created that space for me, I knew I was gonna get out. You know, like I felt like
Yeah.
So like if the elbow does come in like this,
Beautiful.
right?
Catch your breath.
From this
Catch your
position,
breath.
still pin this
Eyes on me.
across it.
Catch your breath. We're gonna stand up right now.
And then now pummel this knee to the inside. And now you have it.
Move your arm behind them. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And just keep walking it up. Ratchet it up, yeah.
I see. It's fun, right? Kind of pretty baby.
You want this still asleep?
No, maybe actually. Sometimes.
One minute left.
See, this is so fun once you get this. Because you're just like,
So here, you can make this even more miserable though. It's like go on your knees right there.
Lock your knees up. All the way up. Yeah. Now do the same thing that you were doing.
right, yeah, here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, love this, right?
$30 seconds, let's push.
Dude, if I get there, there's like no way I'm not having somebody.
Fill ourselves with good, positive reinforcement. It was training, it was doing the move of the day. Just keep it in your thought and feel good about it.
And also thank you to you guys for being flexible with the timing today. I know we're normally in Riverside, different times, later in the day. So thank you guys for being here. This upcoming Sunday, we have regular training in Riverside. I'll be teaching a camp in San Diego, and then after that, I'm back for every single Sunday leading up to mid-August. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you all for your dedication to getting better for yourselves and everyone around you. It's a big deal. Okay, so one of the things that I was just working on in the desert was so we were doing mount, and then we also started doing some specific training from half guard. So it was kind of reminding me of what we did, well, what we always do basically, because I'm in that position so much. But it felt better it feels like it's progressed a lot, because now with some of the mount maintenance techniques, I feel like they connect so well with half guard. So my initial thought was like, for the next 2 weeks, addressing and adjusting, passing half guard and like side control and mount, and kind of connecting those together. But do you have anything else that you think is?
Yeah, so the idea is to...
Bye guys, so good to see you.
The idea is going to be to, like, ideally, we don't want to end up in mount with no grips.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be ideal, right? And so when you're passing the guard, the idea is going to be, hey, do I already have arms separated? Do I already have an underhook punched in? Do I have a double underhook punched in? Like, what do I have punched in right there? And then you can assess, and then that kind of correlates with what attack you go for, right? So you were talking a lot about getting to the arm bar, right? And so obviously having double unders is where you're going to get that.
I think the double unders have been working so well because it's either arm triangle or arm bar.
Yeah.
And honestly, other than that, like, what am I even doing from mount? Like, I don't do a lot of mounted triangles, so.
Yeah, like, there's essentially 4 things that you can do for mount, for a nogi, right? You can go arm triangle, you can go arm bar, you can go back take, and you can go triangle, right? So it's like...
Would you group the Americana with the arm bar? You know what's funny is I've actually been finishing... Steve came the other day and was showing us some like side control stuff that was interesting, where instead of like making grips with the Americana, kind of like what we were doing standing, he's like, oh, if you make a lot of these frames with your forearms, like putting pressure on the arms, like it puts the pressure and then they're defend, and then it opens up the mount, or you just Americana them. So I've actually been Americanaing people more than usual, and sometimes from the mount, from the double unders, like I'll just Americana them because they won't reach over.
Well, I think what that does with the Americana, if you get it, awesome, obviously, right? It's happening, right? But if a lot of times with the Americana, what are they going to do?
It opens.
They start doing that, and that's when you can start going into
Yeah.
You know? So it's not like a
Primary.
well, I would say it could be a primary like attack to go for, and then if they do a good job defending, then that's when boom, now we go into the system of going into front headlock, or sorry, not front headlock, arm triangle, arm bar. The only thing that I mainly want you to focus on that I saw was number 1, if they get the elbow inside, right? is immediately separating that arm
Okay,
again.
okay.
Like again, think about Americana,
Right.
And then the second thing is with the arm bar. If you do arm bar the person, you have to sit on their chest. You
Yeah,
have to be really
yeah, more on their chest and
because
stuff.
right now when you were doing it, you were like on my stomach, and I like
That's something I noticed last week too when I was doing it.
and you felt light, you know, which I mean like.
Which I'm not, by the way.
But it's like you get a girl like Rafaela,
For sure.
like that, she's just gonna bench
She's
press
gonna
you
be
off,
benching, yeah.
you know, so
So shifting the weight more to the center of their body.
yeah, so like if you're here, for example,
There's something I noticed I was doing last week.
get double unders. So if you get double unders, don't switch it here, right? Like walk your knees all the way up here, like get your hips right on top of my chest, and then from here pull my head up and then get into that S mount.
Right. Yeah.
And then because here I'm suffering the whole way, it's
Yeah.
like shifting your hips to the other side and then going into the position, right?
Oh, like being here.
Yeah, right.
That's what we like to hear.
Like that's when it becomes miserable, and then that's when you can use this leg like a pillow, right? And
Yeah.
then from here you can take your time. There's no need to just shoot your leg over. Like here, it's
Yeah.
miserable for me, right?
I like having my knee. Yeah.
Yeah, like there, like that sucks, right? So then a lot of times if you're gonna start locking like this, right?
Yeah.
So from here, don't even worry about not even collecting both arms. Just bring this arm to your hip. Oh, sorry.
And punch them in the face.
They'll probably Rafael.
Halfway punch me in the face.
And
For
then-
sure. Actually has already.
And then from here, yeah, shift this arm
Yeah,
through,
okay,
like
okay,
so.
so bring it
And
this
now my
here.
arm's exposed. Like
I
now I
see.
don't have any defense.
Yeah, because I've been trying to finish without having to sit.
It's
So
like
just
here,
finishing here.
if you're gonna do it, go knee on face. Yeah, like there. And then from here you can extend tap, or stay there. Or you can just stay in the same position, but shift your leg in front. Boom.
Yeah.
And now you can finish there, right? And then worst case scenario, if they start fidgeting,
Then
right,
I
then you
can
can sit back. But you already have your arm so extended that you're gonna tap.
Yeah, and I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so that feels good. So I'll keep working on the mount. I was trying to decide the order of if I wanted to go into passing now or if I wanted to go into half guard first. But I was thinking because I was just a mount, maybe I'd go half guard and work backwards into passing.
I think work half guard with the intention of mounting and isolating
With an
arms.
arm, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And because then you just go right into your system from there. And like in the specific training, I would even go like start from half guard, and it's like, hey,
Has to
I need to
finish.
get the finish.
Got it.
I need to submit to win.
I'll do
right?
that. One of the things too you'll like is Hodger said this, and I can't remember who was at his seminar. It might have been like Steve was at a Hodger seminar, or Hodger taught somewhere. But Hodger was saying that he never mounts unless he has at least one underhook.
I've
So
heard
it's
him
the
say
same like you're talking about. And so I really have been trying to think about that a lot and not get greedy with like, ooh, the mount.
Yeah.
And like really focus on having the underhook first.
Yeah.
So that will help. Okay,
Because
so go
the-
into half guard then is what you're saying.
Yeah, just like you saw, like even isolating arms is
Yeah.
sometimes just such a pain.
It is hard.
And
Yeah.
especially with like
Super strong people, especially when they're
or
bridging and
not even-
kipping.
not even strong, but like squirmy, like Michelle's a good example of that.
Yeah,
Right. Like
yeah. Mm-hmm.
like if you mount her, she's gonna be kind of squirmy, right? And because she has such long legs, she'll probably throw the legs over or whatever.
Right,
so like
right,
come
right.
up and then try to isolate arms. It's just such a pain. But if you already have the underhook, then it just makes it so much
Okay.
easier.
All right, so I'll focus on that half guard. I'm gonna see how half guard goes. I would maybe do that for a week or 2 weeks. I just want to see, like if in a week it feels really smooth, I might add passing in fully. But if it doesn't feel super smooth yet, then I'll keep it for 2 weeks and then
That's my effort.
do another. I feel like I'm passing in a couple different ways. Mostly what I've been doing, because I actually did specific training from here 2 days ago, and I was doing a lot of this, like trying to mount stuff, like using my left knee to block, and then using this like little paw thing here, boom, and like constantly trying to be here. And then once this knee's out, then going to here,
Yeah.
and then focusing on
Yeah.
the mount.
One thing that I just remember back to when you were training. A lot of times you get like a crossface, just stay at it. So you have a crossface here, right? And you start punching.
Oh yeah.
Right. What do you do here?
Here, I would say I try to get the near side underhook, whether it's here or down near the hip, and then I try to shift my weight back. But I do sometimes struggle here. I think I used to be too obsessed with like, oh, well, I'll just block the hip and then I'll wiggle my knee out. And that was fine, but like now that's hard.
So watch when you're here, when they get the underhook, here, get crossface, shift your hips like just like how you did that.
Here.
Yeah, here. Now, really be adamant about walking this way and post this hand out. They already have the underhooks. Who cares?
Right.
So, like, post it out this way. So
But I'm not. But
you're
am I
here,
shifting? Well,
You're here, right? Versus down there. Right. Now, think about you're trying to get this knee out.
right.
So you block it. Now from here you have the knee. Right. Now from this position, you're just gonna do a switch off.
Oh.
Now, this hand goes crossface. This hand.
And then I'm sliding back this way, right?
Exactly. Because now they can't elbow ski. Right.
Right. And then I'm using my. Sorry. Go ahead.
So now from here, get a strong crossface. You can go the other way, right? So from here, now you're twisting them here, right? Now you get your head down, boom, hike your hips up, and now butterfly. And now you're on to it.
Yeah. And
Now
then
you
I'm
have
doing the
underhook.
knee on belly too to get further past, and then coming up here. One of the things that was working too from here is like when they would have the underhook and have this locked, is then I was using my knee almost to like sprawl the hips away, because I guess it's the same as what you're saying, because I'm turning them here. And then once I bring that in, it's already so weak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'll keep working on that too.
This is a myth buster thing I'm doing because Kendall, because it makes her nervous sometimes, because I always talk about how I love my jiu-jitsu life and I love to teach, and I delegate everything, and so everybody like wants my life, you know, a lot of our guys, I want to do what Tom does and all this kind of stuff. So, you know, but the backstory on, there's no free lunch, right? Like the backstory on that is I opened my first school when I was 44 years old, right after I got my brown belt, right? But since the time that I was 14, you know, I started working like 10-hour days in a machine shop with my dad every time I was off school and stuff like that. I did like 15 years, like thousands of hours, drilling holes, you know, doing stuff that I didn't care, I wasn't really passionate about, right? Just to pay the bills and stuff like that. And I learned a lot of things about discipline and stuff like that. Then I went into straight commission sales and headhunting, and did that for 15 years where nobody paid me a dime. I had to pick up my phone. I got good training, then I had to pick up my phone, but I worked for 15 years in really hardcore straight commission sales, and I learned a lot of stuff doing that, and I liked the job. But I liked it more than standing on the concrete drilling holes all day. But it was progressive. So from 14 to 44, that 30 years, I did a lot of things I didn't want to do. I worked really hard. I developed a lot of people skills, a lot of skills. I put in thousands of hours in all those areas, including jiu-jitsu. So when I was 44, I got brown belt gold. I opened my first school, and there was tons of work. I did everything. We built the floors, all that. So, and it was all a labor of love, right? So I talk about it like, yeah, I love my jiu-jitsu life. I like to teach. That's why, you know, having more schools is difficult, because I really just like to teach fundamentals classes, right? But I don't want to mislead anybody and think that there's any kind of free lunch, right? Nothing is going to come to you easy. You're going to have to bust your ass, learn all these skills. And then just like in jiu-jitsu, right, where you do all these things right intuitively because you've trained thousands of hours and you've put in the hard work, you have goals, you visualize. All the things that I've ever achieved in my life were goals that I set and many times didn't achieve till 10 and 15 years later. Like when I was in Atlanta, before I moved out here, I was like, I want to get a brown belt. A black belt was outside of the realm of what I thought was possible. So my goal was to get a brown belt, you know, and then I was like, man, I don't be lucky if I get a purple belt, you know. And then I got a brown belt. Then it was brown belt gold. Then I eventually got black belt gold, you know. But before that, like right when I got my brown belt, I opened my school. I wanted to open my school, you know. And again, you know, I progressively went from one job to another that I loved, that I liked more, you know. And the thing is, one of the things is, Vince Lombardi talks about it, you have to have what I learned was to have a commitment to excellence to whatever it is I'm doing, right? That's your quality of life comes your commitment to excellence, regardless of your chosen field of endeavor. But the idea is to progressively move into jobs that you care more about so that you can give everything you have to that job, right? Because you have to care about it enough to do it in an excellent fashion, to be excellent at whatever, whether it's floor sweeping, you know, scraping paint, whatever it is. And this is all in retrospect, a lot of it, of course, right? But that's what I realized is having that kind of attitude and then having your long and short-term goals and working hard, keeping your head down. So that's the myth that I want to bust, is like, you know, like I walked into this like incredible life, you know, like I don't feel like this is what I famously say and everybody gets mad. You know, I don't feel like I've had a job since 2007 when I opened my school. Well, of course, every day we all have to do stuff we don't want to do, but on some level that's true, right? I love my job, my life, like I had no idea that I would love teaching jiu-jitsu as much as I do, but I knew I was progressively moving to things that I loved more and more and that I cared about enough to do in an excellent way. It was a ton of hard work, right? And I don't feel like I've had a job since 2007, but that's a little tongue-in-cheek because, of course, every day there's stuff that you have to do. You got to fix the toilets. You got to, ride down the road in the middle of the night, setting intros. And I've done everything. Taught kids. Tried to, these 3 to 5 year olds. My kids instructors, they wouldn't even teach those guys. I had to figure that out. So I love my life. I love my jiu-jitsu life. I don't feel like I've had a job since 2007, but that doesn't mean I haven't worked really hard before and after, right, to achieve what I've achieved. And I'm really excited about creating those kind of opportunities for people that work with us, people that are committed, people that are like family and loyal and want to, stay on the same page with us and have mutual goals, achievable goals. But I don't want to mislead anybody that there's any kind of free lunch or you're just going to wake up one day with a dream job. That's not the way it happened for me. It's not the way it happens for anybody. So I think Kendall and Holly will appreciate me doing this myth buster thing. All right, cool. Thank you so much.
All right, another day, another dollar, and by a dollar, I'm just kidding because I don't get paid to train, but well, kind of. Anyway, today was a great training. The way that I break down my camps is every couple of weeks has a different specific topic, and I like to work backwards. So at the start of a camp, we look at every single thing. We look at what do I want my perfect match to look like, and then we look at that, and then we compare that to my current game. And we basically look at what's going to take to close the gap between what we want my matches to look like and what I look like right now. And every year, every camp, or every competition or goal, it's going to be a little bit different. Obviously, there's some common themes because my game stays very similar. But we started this camp with tightening up my mount maintenance and mount finishes. And now we're going to go into half guard passing. So similar because my half guard passing leads into mount, and then when people defend mount, I get put in half guard. So they work really well together. We focused on the mount for 2 weeks. 2 weeks into camp, feeling so much tighter and better in that area. Now we're going to half guard. Really excited about that because that's, I think, an area where you can lose, make or break a fight, whether you get someone who's recovering on you and then re-attacking, or you mount them and you're finishing or take the back or submit them or whatever. So focus on half guard, and then next will be passing. And then we're going to switch and go to some other stuff. We are mixing wrestling in there, here and there, just because I think consistently I want to be staying on my feet and sharpening some of those skills. But these are the 2 big topics to be focusing on right now. So half guard is now taking the stage of where we're focused on, and it's a great training. It was really cool to be here in Corona. We shifted the class today to Corona because we had this really cool staff workshop that we were doing, and this is our halfway, or I said that earlier, but it's our midway point between our 4 schools. Had some visitors in town, got some good training in, and the main thing is the energy, the vibes, the people, feeling really good, feeling like my team wants to kill me, which is always a really big blessing. So I'm yes, please bring me that energy because everyone else is going to try to do that too, so that's good. But yeah, a lot of love on the mats today. So we start a new week. Sunday's the best day. I feel like this is the best way to start the week. Instead of feeling like Monday's the beginning of the week, Sunday for me is the beginning of the week, and starting it this way, there's nothing better. So.